Good evening to all football fans. Welcome to JK Sports Network for the recap of the Champions League quarterfinals. Tonight we witnessed a thrilling match at San Siro where Inter Milan and Bayern Munich ended in a 2-2 draw. With this result, Inter qualifies for the semi-finals with a 4-3 aggregate score. I'm joined by our expert analysts, Sofia and Marc. Let's dive into the match.
Sofia, what a game! Inter and Bayern gave us a real show. What's your take? Absolutely, JK. It was an emotional roller coaster. Bayern opened the scoring through Harry Kane in the 52nd minute, levelling the aggregate score. But Inter responded quickly. Lautaro Martinez equalised in the 58th, then Benjamin Pavard gave Inter the lead in the 61st. Eric Dier brought Bayern back to 2-2 in the 76th, but Inter held on to qualify.
Marc, Inter's resilience was admirable. What stood out to you? Their composure under pressure was impressive, JK. Even though Bayern dominated possession, Inter capitalised on their chances. Goalkeeper Jan Sommer, facing his former club, made crucial saves late in the game.
Right, so their defensive organisation was excellent. They absorbed pressure and struck on the counter. Their quick response after conceding was a sign of strong mentality. Pavard's goal against his former team was a turning point.
Bayern was aggressive, but honestly, they lacked precision in the final third. The absence of key players like Alphonso Davies really limited their width and speed. Their inability to convert late chances cost them dearly.
A fascinating tactical duel for sure. Inter's disciplined defence versus Barcelona's dynamic attack. The midfield battle will be crucial.
Marc, a quick word on Bayern's elimination. Well, it was a big disappointment. They had the talent, but defensive errors and missed chances doomed them. They'll need to refocus on domestic competitions.
Thank you, Sofia and Marc. The journey continues for Inter and the semi-finals promise to be exciting. Stay with us as we move on to Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Good evening and welcome back to JK Sports Network. Let's now talk about this stunning quarter-final result. Real Madrid 1, Arsenal 2. I'm still joined by Sofia and Marc. Welcome again.
Thanks, JK. What an incredible night in Madrid.
Absolutely. Arsenal delivered a historic performance.
JK. Arsenal showed remarkable composure. Despite the pressure from the Madrid crowd, they stuck to their game plan. Bukayo Saka opened the scoring after a mistake by Rudiger. He had missed a penalty earlier, but redeemed himself brilliantly.
It's monumental, JK. Their first Champions League semi-final since 2009. They'll face PSG. Arteta's tactical setup and the team's maturity were outstanding.
Let's also highlight Declan Rice in midfield and William Saliba in defence, two pillars of this qualification. So, what went wrong for Real Madrid? Honestly, it was a lack of cohesion and effectiveness. Mbappe and Bellingham were there, of course, but they just couldn't break down Arsenal's block. Their game plan totally failed.
And let's remember, Real has never overturned a 3-goal deficit in the Champions League knockout rounds. That record stands.
Looking ahead to the semis, what can we expect from Arsenal versus PSG? A spectacular showdown. Two informed teams, loaded with talent. Arsenal will need to stay solid.
Definitely a very tight matchup ahead.
Thanks, Sofia and Marc. Let's head to our next recap. Aston Villa versus PSG and Dortmund versus... Now on to the clash at Villa Park between Aston Villa and PSG. A heroic performance from the English side, winning 3-2. But PSG's 3-1 lead from the first leg sees them through with a 5-4 aggregate.
That's right, JK. Villa conceded 2 early goals to Hakimi and Mendes, making it 5-1 overall. But they never gave up. Tielemans pulled one back before halftime. Then McGinn and Konsa nearly completed the comeback.
Incredible atmosphere at Villa Park. The crowd lifted the team. Villa deserved their win. Donnarumma was key in the end to stop the equaliser.
A breathless match that showed Villa's heart. Though eliminated, they gave us a memorable moment.
They can be proud. A team full of heart.
And credit to Unai Emery. His coaching inspired this incredible fight back.
Villa exits the competition with honour. Their spirit will be remembered.
A great example of determination.
And a reminder that football is always unpredictable.
We continue our quarter-final coverage right here on JK Sports Network. Back on JK Sports Network, let's now talk about Dortmund versus Barcelona at Signal Iduna Park. Dortmund wins 3-1, but it's Barcelona who advances thanks to their 4-0 win in the first leg.
Guirassy was the star with a hat-trick, a penalty after a foul by Szczesny, a header from a defensive mistake, and a third goal from another Barça error.
Poor performance from the Catalans. It was mostly sterile possession with just a few real chances. An own goal by Ben Sebaini helped them out, but overall their showing was honestly pretty lackluster.
Their big win in the first leg secured qualification, but, this second leg really exposed some weaknesses.
Exactly. Their shaky form tonight raises questions for the next round.
They'll need to raise their game to face Inter.
That wraps up our quarter-final recap. Thanks, Sofia and Marc, for your expert insight. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to JK Sports Network. Have a great evening, everyone.